Howdy folks, and welcome back to my Knights of the Fallen Empire walkthrough videos. Anyway, today, the newest chapter, Chapter 14, Mandalore's Revenge, just came out. So here I am on my bounty hunter to do it on him, because I just have a feeling that hopefully a lot of the interactions will be a little bit more keyed into the bounty hunter. Anyway, for most of you, you can just go ahead and hit launch. I did have to take a sec to turn off all my general chat channels and guild chat channels, stuff like that. Don't want any spoilers for this video. Want you guys to see it as it happens. So the next step will actually be for me to just go ahead and talk to Scorpio, but for you guys, just go ahead and click launch and you'll get the same effect. Alright, let's see this. I usually like to plan these things out ahead of time. I have no idea what's going to happen or what's coming up, so be prepared in case there's any rough spots. God, I do love the look of my bounty hunter, though.
We're ready, Commander.
Where are the others?
Theron is online from the Mistani sector. The rest are unavailable, on scouting or security detail.
I'd prefer to be patrolling myself. Can we proceed?
I have additional information regarding the Gemini network that controls the Eternal Fleet. The network links mechanical captains inside the fleet's ships. Their security protocols cannot be directly subverted.
Why not?
Because the Gemini captains are based on me.
I understood your design was unique, or close to it. Now you're saying Zakuul has an army of Scorpio models?
Imitations programmed to control the fleet. How they came to exist, I do not know, but I will not be imitated. Based on what I have decoded, the Geminis are produced from a mold, a template. Gemini Prime.
Why a physical template?
My technology is not easily duplicated. The Gemini Prime is linked to a factory on the world of Darvannis. Retrieve the unit and I will unlock the secrets of the network and the fleet.
Then whatever other problems we may have, Gemini Prime is our best lead. Senya, what can you tell us about the target?
I know Darvannis. One of the first worlds we conquered when the war started. A staging point into the wider galaxy. That factory builds droids, weapons, starships. It's a key resource, fortified accordingly. Fully automated defenses.
I've seen its like. Tunnels running kilometers deep. Too large for a strike team.
Then we plan a full-scale assault. How close are we to assembling an army?
We don't have nearly enough people here. But Theron...
I've been securing military allies along the rim. There's a favor I can pull in. Rather not say more over the comm, but I can set a rendezvous with forces on Darvannis. You can take the factory and grab Gemini.
I'd prefer if I knew who I was fighting with. Will your forces be enough? Can we trust them?
They've got the skill and the firepower. As for trust, they won't stab us in the back, just shoot us in the face.
Marvelous.
I'll signal our allies. Any luck, they'll be on Darvannis before you.
The rest of you, get the gravestone ready for combat. Once we have Gemini Prime, it'll be us against the fleet. One way or another.
Alright. And guys, you may recognize the name Darvannis. There was actually a raid, Scum and Villainy, that used to take place there. And it's a pretty fun raid if you guys ever get a chance to try it. Alright. Let's check it out. Kind of excited about this part. Yeah, I think the chapters have needed a pretty big battle. We've been missing out on that for a long time. So it'd be nice to actually see if they come through on this one. Darvannis. One thing I really liked about the raid Scum and Villainy is the different set pieces and the skyline. I hope we kind of get to see that here. All right. Crap. One of my guildmates has already finished the storyline. It's been out for like 5 minutes. Jeez. Oh, I love this music. This is actually from, what's it called? Republic Commando. Star Wars Republic Commando, the first-person shooter they did.
Well, you're on the wrong planet. The Hutt pleasure worlds are a dozen parsecs out.
Shut up, Como. You're looking good for a dead man.
Shay Vizsla. I wasn't expecting Mandalorians.
We're what you got. Heard you need a factory pulverized.
A dozen clans stand with Mandalore the Avenger. We're ready for blood, even if our enemies are built of metal and grease.
Mandalore the Avenger? What happened to your predecessor?
I'm sorry. Zakuul hit your adopted clan hard. He died fighting. We've been under siege these past few years. Clan Vizsla survived better than most. I ended up Mandalore mostly by accident.
Half the clans are scattered. Most of the rest are trapped in the Heart Worlds.
When your spy boy offered a chance to hit back, I agreed. Been on defense too long.
Then we fight together, Mandalore, against Zakuul and the galaxy. We'll topple Arkan yet.
Right now, I'd settle for one good victory.
Damn straight.
How have you deployed your troops around the factory?
Rotating assault teams of 200 commandos each. Place is a fortress. Needs hammering before we go in.
We can do hammering.
Next attack starts in 5. Forward teams are in position to down the energy shield.
You want to be useful? Capture the perimeter guns and retarget the factory. Torian!
Nice. Torian is one of the old bounty hunter companions, if you haven't played that before.
Brother.
Torian! Ha! It's been 5 years too long, my friend. Where have you been hiding?
Could ask the same of you. Never thought you'd disappear somewhere I couldn't track.
I gather you know each other.
Torian's a good dude,
Save
by
it
the
for
way.
later.
I like him a lot.
We're short on time.
Even though my guy's
Right.
my bounty
Let's
hunter's
capture
dark
those
side,
guns and talk
he's
after.
pretty happy to see him.
You good to fight?
Better than ever.
Stay alive. Both of you.
Alright. We got Torian Kadera back. I'm actually going to set him up on DPS. He should still have all his old influence from when I used to have him as a companion. Torian. Yeah. He's 6. That's not great, but that's not terrible either. Alright. Reprogram perimeter guns. That's not too wide an area. Let's take a look around really quick. Alright, good. We can mount up. Let's try it for this bonus really quick. Ooh, and it gives me something for an activatable hotbar. That could come in important. Here we go. So guys, as you're doing this, they're not lit up blue to click on. You're just going to have to hover over and try to find them. There we go. Look at Darvannis though, guys. Look at that skyline. Love that. Alright, but onwards and upwards. Let's see what we gotta do. Destroy Zakuulian walkers. That shouldn't be too tough. I'm expecting probably Gold Star Elite style bad guys for that. And reprogram perimeter guns. Let's see if we can find them. This is kind of a big area. This is a lot like Scum and Villainy the Raid, where you're in the middle of like a town type setting for part of it. This also looks like we might be able to revisit this since there's all this scrap around. Let's kind of keep that in our hip pocket. Come on, Zakuulian probe. Okay. Oh shoot, this is gonna be an open area thing. Alright, where are these perimeter guns? I should be right next to one. Nope, that's bonus highlight. We may just have to go after the bunkers. Yeah, if this is open world, guys, then this means this first couple days are going to be hellish trying to knock down those walkers. Only because there's going to be so many people trying to do it at the same time, and we don't know what the respawn timer looks like. And the one I just passed by was a champion level, which probably does not mean a fast respawn timer. Oh, this is going to be a pain in the butt. I can feel it already. if there's one thing I do not like in a chapter is that open world setup where I have to compete for quest objectives with other people. I like instance gates like this.
Clan join forces at the outer shield perimeter.
Where that way I can just kind of work
Lights out.
Unimpeded. Let's see. More bad guys to shoot. Okay, note to self. That chair does count as an obstruction that you cannot shoot past. Good to know. Alright, Torian, go get him! Alright, so good note, when you're fighting the Skytrooper guards, he does have reinforcements jump in to help. Throws up a shield, that's not so bad. I did an early rail shot there just because it was instant gas and could just knock him out. Didn't want to do the full rotation. Alright, that's one. Let's get rolling here. Alright, so we've got 3 of these purple doors. We just did one of them. Let's check out the rest. I'm also going to gather that this bonus can be completed by going to all 3 of the quest areas. This looks like a nice little shortcut. Alright, that worked out pretty well. Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to be able to come back to this area only because I'm seeing spots on the map that we can, you know, gather resources like metal. And a vendor. What's that vendor sell? That's just a medical droid. That might be a respawn point. But yeah, you can see plants that you can harvest. Surprised to see that though on this desert planet. I wonder how tough these walkers are. Just help this guy out for just a sec. Take a look at it. I think I got his attention. Alright, well, always good to help a brother out sometimes. Alright, I'm gonna put Torian on heal for a few seconds while I'm still figuring out this map. Alright, so let's head to this one next. The automated defense bunker. Oh, hey, look, there's a walker. Let's do this thing. Looks like no one else is on it. What do these do? Oh shoot, some other guy just nabbed it. That's what I'm talking about, guys. This is gonna get nasty. Alright, note on the map there is a bind point. Looks like I automatically got it. So at least there's some quick travel options around this planet. That's good. A lot of scrap in this area. Alright, I'm gonna hit this and the guy who's right behind me is gonna just blast right past. That's okay. We'll just hang on to Torian for right now. So just be aware, guys, if you are using Torian and you're not a bounty hunter, you may have no previous, you know, relationship with him and therefore no influence over him. So at level 1, they don't really do stellar DPS against, you know, level 65 bad guys. You may just want to keep him right on heals. That's pretty effective, especially if you have really, you know, some medium gear. This guy's just gonna let me do all the work, isn't he? Your turn, son. Alright, here we go. That's a pretty common thing that you'll see here, especially on busy quest days like today, where people will do that leapfrogging, where, you know, they'll run past you and then they have to take out the next group, but I'm kind of fast. Basically taking out all the guys in front of this dude. He's just gonna wait until I'm done shooting at him. You dork. Alright, let's get into this gate. So I'm expecting more of the same. Another similar setup. Yeah, it's almost a carbon copy. We've seen that before during kind of a Genesis chapter. Just, you know, where they just kind of copy and pasted a few areas. And even if they didn't copy and paste it, it was like the same 3 quest objectives in 4 slightly different locations. Nothing here that's like major or too tough. Alright, Torian, go get him. Oh, hey, that's a nice little trick. Alright, so little note, he's got a grapple, he's got a shield, nothing major. Torian's healing is not all that great. He's only got like influence 6. I'm gonna get out of that. Just blast him. There we go. Alright, but no sweat. So just be aware, that one on the eastern side of the map, the elite there will go ahead and try to grapple you in, and he already has a companion droid out, one of the Zakuulian probes. Alright, let's mount up. Let's go south this time. Wow, those guys are respawning fast. Alright, no shortcut this time. Only way out is through. Let's see if I can cheese this a little bit by going down these tents. Oh, that looked like it worked. Alright, so guys, note to self, little shortcut. Jump over the ledge, you'll shake off the bad guys behind you, and you can head to the second area. Alright, so let's see. This one, this is going to work out pretty well, I think. Gonna head up these stairs. Cool map. I do like this map quite a bit. Already getting a little lost in it. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Wait! Oh no! Crap! 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 How do I get back in? How do I get back in? Ah! Okay. Alright guys, watch out. This edge of the map right here is an exhaustion zone, and it will kill you. I'm glad we found that out by mistake. That's the little things. Hopefully guys, you find that to be helpful advice that prevents you from making the same mistake I just did. Alright, let's go up this way. I'm gonna let this sniper take out these guys. Thank you, sir. Don't worry, I'll get the next one. Unless I can fly right by it. Okay, those Zakuulian probes are actually what's doing the grappling. I just noticed that on this last pull. That's the same thing that was by the elite. And that is helping prevent me from just skimming right by. Oh man, I'm gonna be in all sorts of trouble if I can't shake these guys off. Oh! Oh jeez, come on. Wow. Alright, what I'm gonna try to do is a line of sight trick here. And just see if they're all coming in. Just shoot them all down as they come over. Skytroopers, thankfully, aren't very bright. So guys, just be aware, you can do the same trick at home, save yourself a lot of trouble. Just basically using the edges of these staircases to go ahead and line of sight groups that you've pulled, especially if you get multiple groups at the same time. It's a handy little trick. I do it all the time. You know, especially, oh my gosh, in the Disavow chapter, there's an area where you have to run with Jorgen across this gigantic map to get these tree houses. And every single time there, I always do the same thing, which is to just go ahead and run across the entire map, get to a tree at the end, line of sight everything on the map, and just nuke them with Jorgen out as a companion. Even though he's never super strong, he doesn't really need to be with that kind of setup. That's kind of the advantage of a line of sight setup. When in doubt, more turrets. One thing about Zakuul, they just love dropping crap in from the sky on you. But these auto turrets aren't really tough. Okay, so we got a third elite. This time he's got the same setup we saw before, the 2 auto turrets. I'm just gonna try to nuke him from afar. See what happens. Okay, if this one closes into melee range, feel free to use your knockbacks and stuns. He's not immune to them. He does have an energy shield like the last guys did. But, you know, I kind of think of that as like artificial tough. You know, it's not really stopping you, it's just kind of slowing you down. Does that shield last a while? No problem. We'll scavenge him and he'll become my next set of guns. Alright, fire the perimeter guns. Oh, and let's see what the cutscene says.
Guns hot. Ready to target droids and factory defenses.
Fire!
Have the shield generators down. Give the place a pounding.
Where are you?
Inside the perimeter.
Man, I don't get why there's all these Mandos and all this cool armor, and then it feels like Torian got downgrade, like a major downgrade of armor.
Those soldiers, they're inside the firing zone?
Yes. Already dead. No honor in being beaten by machines.
Fine.
By the way, I'm a dark side character, so in all my other videos you'll see me do light side choices. On this one, I'll go dark side. Mandos like to die with honor. I'll probably do this same video again with my Jedi Knight, who I've been doing all the stories with, and we'll see what the light side choices
Get
look
back
like.
to base. Mandalore will be planning a new assault.
Alright. I'm going to check and see if there's a quick travel option to get back there, so we're going to have to run through the insanity that is the respawning Darvannis defenders.
Mandalorians firebomb their own people. I feel tingly.
They crushed themselves against us without remorse.
You admire them?
They amuse me.
Are you smiling? I can never tell. We must answer this insult to the Eternal Empire, of course. Have the fleet burn them all to glass. We'll make a window from their remains. It'll be so pretty.
Darvannis can defend itself. All we have to do is watch the Mandalorians die.
You're the Emperor.
Phelan just kind of bugs me. I feel like she just has one note, and that's crazy. And BioWare doesn't really know how to write good crazy. Alright, let's see. Return to the camp. No problem. We are going to go ahead and see if there's a quick travel point back to the north. It looks like there is. And bang. Let's do this. I'm just going to skip the Mandalorian War Party bonus. I think you guys can figure out how to kill those walkers. They don't look that tough. It looked like about 200,000 health per and just champion level armor. It's only 18,000 credits as a bonus, so I just don't see, I just don't really see giving herself a headache for it and competing with all the other players. I'm just going to continue with the chapter and see what happens.
Severe damage to the inner ring of factory defenses. Plus, those shields are down.
And our losses?
28 seasoned Mandalorian warriors. But how they took their foes.
See, they dug the dark side option. That's cool.
1,000 mindless, programmed machines lie in the dirt today. Oh, future generations will sing songs of our brother's sacrifice against the spawn of Production Line 15 Alpha.
They're dead. No point mocking them.
Not bad hunting out there. You're living up to your clan after all.
The factory's damaged, but still functional. The longer we wait, the more droids it will produce for defense.
Agreed. But my people have been at this a while. You, me, and Como can plan in the morning, when the troops are fresh.
For tonight, we celebrate survival. When's the last time you feasted with your brothers, eh?
So you seen the others?
A few. No word from Skadge or Mako.
I'm really looking forward to
The
seeing
rest
Mako
left
again.
early on. Mako and I stuck together a while. Hunted. But when Mandalore calls, you answer. Had to leave Mako on Keratos. She can care for herself. You okay?
You were a blasted good partner, Torian.
I do like
Haven't
Torian a
seen
lot.
many
Even my
like
dark
you
side
since I
character
got
does like him.
back.
He's a good
Course,
dude.
So you know, this time I'm sticking with you.
Alright.
Then we better catch up while we can.
It was cool because in a weird way you're kind of a mentor to him, and after you guys both hunted his father on Terrace, it was just one of those really cool relationships that developed. Not as far to say as like a bromance, but just really like mentor-student. You're the older, more seasoned bounty hunter, and kind of working him into the angles. His personal storylines are pretty good too. Of all the male characters that a female could probably romance, I would think he's probably near the top. Good sense of honor, even for like Sith characters.
We
Good
send
deal.
Clan Baroya after the North Power Station and Fett to the south. That'll weaken the Skytroopers for the final push.
That should work, if your troops are up to the task.
Power stations. What I'd give for an Imperial bunker to melt.
Aaron's sniper units at the Zakuul tactical post will outmaneuver the clans.
Show me the location. I'll handle the droids and give you time to reach the power stations.
You are going to hold off a battalion on your own. You're bold for an outsider.
We'll get it
but
done.
Not right.
We win this, we march inside next. Good hunting.
Let's do it. Alright. Torian's working out pretty well on healing. I'm just going to go and keep him there. And let's see. It looks like we're going back onto the same map that we were. I think there's a quick travel point in the center. Yes. So go ahead and use that quick travel point if you got it earlier. That's going to save you some time. And let's just hope I don't warp right in the middle of the fight. Usually bind points are fairly clear, but I'm still unfamiliar with this zone. It's the first time here. Alright, looks like we're good. So I'm just going to head straight to the west. Alright, and that looks very familiar to a door similar to what we've walked through before. Last time we were up here, now we're down here on the eastern part of this, or western part of this map. Alright, rock and ride. Not too bad, you can skip around a lot of the enemies here, that's pretty good. Alright, hey, there's our door, piece of cake. Alright, we got 2 Skytroopers. A little too far apart for death from above. But that's not really a problem. Perfect. And we'll shake off that corrosive grenade. Alright, let's see what we gotta do in here. Alright, so similar shaped area to before. These guys are perfect for that.
Fool's bargain. We tried the last of the T-Hall last night. All the more reason to try and best us.
Oh, now that was the perfect setup for death from above. 3 of these guys in a row. That's alright. I'm a big fan of the gunslingers sweeping blasters or sweeping gunfire. This version is not quite as strong as the bounty hunter, but it's still pretty effective. If you want, you can also mix in flamethrowers. These guys are so close together, you know, you can pretty much pick up whatever you want. Oh, come on. There we go. Death from above's up. Yeah, all these guys are weak types. There's no real surprises, no heavy armor. These are just like the guys you fight in the opening chapters, except there's gonna be a lot of these guys coming through. Just be aware from that. Looks like we're gonna have to hit this switch to stop them coming. Alright. Good to know. Alright, so you're gonna get a few waves of those guys. To seal the armor, you gotta click on the door. Once you've had about, it looks like 4 waves. The initial group plus 3 groups that came out. That sounds about right. Alright, Torian. More Skytroopers. There's always more gators in the bayou, guys. That's fine. Alright, almost to the end of this little section. Yeah, let's blow these guys apart. And boom! Yeah, some people don't like the explosive dart. I kind of do, but it's very situational. In that particular case, I like the knockdown factor on weak opponents. But if you are trying to do a solid AoE, that sometimes can knock them out of the range of your radius. Alright, okay, that one only had about 2 waves.
Tell us you've kept the reinforcements at bay.
The droids are contained. Keep fighting.
Keep fighting? What else is there?
You gotta love Mandos, man. Alright, let's see what these things do. Droid popper. Grenade. Ooh, that's kind of handy. I should have probably read these earlier. Anti-walker rocket. Alright, so that's for the bonus walkers. That's probably why we saw that one with full health earlier go from like full health to about, you know, 3/4. That's probably from that. And one warrior. Let's give it a whirl, see what happens. Right, we got our extra warrior in there. That's kind of fun. Kind of digging the special effects there.
All forces begin withdrawal.
Yeah. Not anything game-breaking, but kind of helpful.
Torian, see if you and the newcomer can shut down the perimeter sensor. Cover our retreat.
I'll let that Mando warrior handle that, see if she's like cooldown time or if she just goes but she takes enough damage. Yeah, let's jump up this platform.
You shut down the sensors. I'll watch your back.
Lana, what is it?
I have a surprise. Schematics for the Darvannis factory procured by
Nice.
Saren. They're patchy, but they should help you and the Mandalorians concoct a battle plan.
Good. I should have Gemini Prime soon. Anything else?
One delicate matter. The Mandalorians make fierce allies, but I have certain concerns. Your people have never prioritized pacts and treaties above their love of war. I fear our arrangement can't last.
Mandalore and I have an understanding. I've earned the clan's respect. My
That could
brothers
be
and sisters
exclusive
can
to
help
bounty hunters
defeat
right there.
Zakuul.
I don't mean to say they'll plot against us, but in the long term, the clans have opposed both Republic and Empire in the past, raided planets for sport. Now imagine them free after Zakuul is beaten. Predators are beautiful, but they mustn't overrun an ecosystem. I trust you'll do what's right to hold our friends in check.
We'll see what that plot thread leads to. I can tell you straight up right now, even though my character's dark side, he does have the Mando sense of honor, and he probably will not stab Mandos in the back, even if that's the dark side choice to do. There's some things that I feel are more important than just being pure light side and pure dark side. And my character, I mean, he's pretty thoroughly dark, but not 100%. The original bounty hunter I made back on... Oh, it says return to camp. What am I thinking? Guys, go ahead and just quick travel back to camp. We'll probably lose our extra Mandalorian warrior there, but that's cool. We can always summon another one. Yeah, but yeah, my original bounty hunter that I made, the very first one ever, it's on a different server now, was just pure dark side, just pure evil. By the time this character rolled around, you didn't need to be pure light or pure dark for relics
They
anymore.
level 1,000 guns
So I
against
just
us,
chose the
and
options I
still
wanted.
we
Mostly
endure.
dark, though.
Well done, all of you. We'll head into the factory within the hour.
There's a droid, Gemini Prime, linked to its machinery somewhere. It's key to beating the Eternal Fleet.
Take your droid, so long as we claim the weapons. Imagine the clans rearmed with the spoils of Darvannis, led by a new Mandalore. We'll break the siege of our homeworlds and smash Zakuul like in the days of the Neo-Crusaders.
The Mandalorian Neo-Crusaders were beaten by the Republic.
But
By
they
Revan
left
specifically.
scars,
And
and they
Malik.
survived.
Dream of glory another time. Go. Prepare the clans.
So yeah, it looks like our light side, dark side choice is probably going to revolve
One
around this guy
commander
with
to
the
another?
hair.
Half the time, I feel like I'm making calls just to keep my people together.
At least all your troops are Mandalorians. I'm dealing with a more diverse coalition.
You're funny.
That's a good line.
Didn't think you'd be funny. Guess this is what happens when they put loners in charge. Come on, I'll show you the battle plan. Torian can stay with you. Get you to your droid while we smash the defenses and loot the armories. Wish we had more detailed scans, though. In those tight corridors, it could easily end up a slaughter.
Okay, so... Alright, this is one of those few times I am going to go light side on this one.
There's not a lot of trust between the Mandalorians and the rest of the galaxy. Maybe this will help.
What?
One of my agents sent factory schematics a short while ago. It should give your troops an edge.
It's a blasted lot better than nothing. All right, then.
We'll see how that plays out. Like I said, some things have to transcend between just being pure light or pure dark. Browsing speech time. Let's see what she's got.
Mandalorians, prepare for battle. There's no vengeance to be found today. No droid is worth an honor killing. But we fight because we're promised a shot at the enemy fleet. We fight to claim weapons for our war. Today we march. We bleed, exhaust ourselves, and die. Because our true destination will be a battle worth winning. Return to me, Hunter. To the killing grounds with both of us.
Alright. Locate Gemini Prime. I'm going to imagine it's probably on this map. Yep, to the south. Go and warp to the central plateau. And then from there, it just looks like it's a really short drive. And thankfully, another instance area. Let's see, our Mando's only got half health right now. So we might have to summon another one. Well, I'll give it to Shae Vizsla. She is rousing but brief. Probably exactly what a Mando attention span needs. Let's see if I can skip past these guys by just driving between them. Nope. Nope. Their aggro range was ready for that. And there's company. Man, we got two groups. I'm like, okay, just die already. We got another Mando in. All right, let's see what this base looks like. A little bit different than before.
Enemies thick. Security officers will guard us. Oh, dude.
Ion bombs are ready. We'll demolish their assault force.
Alright, so we got bad guys on either side. Oh, what I wouldn't give to be a stealther right now. Just fly right past them. Mostly just for time. So that's a cool walker's bonus has been up this entire time, so you get a lot of chances to do it. So guys, don't stress out about trying to get it all done on the first leg of this trip. But also, like I said, it's only 18,000 credits, which is really chump change in the game right now. You can make that back any number of different ways. So, there we go. That song cue that you're hearing right now, that's Vodeon. That's from Star Wars Jedi Republic Commando, which I think is that's ridiculously awesome. Just notice, guys, you are on the edge of a platform that you can fall to your death. That also may set up some nice knockback opportunities for you too. It's behind me. Oh, I love that song though. I've been kind of hoping they'd include that in this game for a long time. It's one of the very few choral pieces in the Star Wars, you know, lexicon of music. Love it. I have that on my playlist, by the way. That's how I know what that is. Republic Commando is just one of my favorite shooters of, like, you know, the previous console generations. It was one of those games that I wish they'd made an update and a sequel, but they never did, which is kind of a shame. Man, this is a short place. Oh, no, there's an elevator at the end, so this potentially could go on for a bit longer. Alright, let's see what we got here. More Skytroopers.
I smell like boiling grease down here. Status.
Alright, I'm gonna zip around here and then do this from the side. Sometimes those boxes will just block one of these guys from getting hit by that, so.
Good. Let's hope the newcomer and Torian find what they're looking for soon.
Great thing about having a companion out as a healer is you don't need to be perfect. Not by a long shot. I'm doing probably the worst rotations on this character ever. And you can still get through this just fine. Alright, this guy looks important. Alright, so this is a Gemini Prime. No, excuse me. This is ZT-001D. I'm looking around this room. It looks like he's going to call in extra droids throughout this fight. I'm not seeing any healing consoles like we do in Chapter 3. Alright, so just be prepared. You might want to put your companion into heal stance if they aren't already. And let's just see what this guy's got. Oh, come on. I had Torian targeted. Oh, that was embarrassing. Alright. Not too bad yet. Okay. What's the tool to say? Shielded. Unable to attack and vulnerable while shielded. What else does his stuff say? Immune to physical attacks and knockdowns. Okay, so looks like it's kind of like Khalio's chapter. You're gonna have to kill some ads while he's shielded to knock that shield down. Yep. It's not too bad, it's just kind of a pain in the butt. Still get somebody out. Here we go. Let's see if this bomb works on him too. No, not really. Oh, come on. They did this in Profit and Plunder too, where they just have a droid at the end that just, you know, just goes invincible until you kill more waves of ads. I just kind of find that annoying in a story chapter. Where it's like the bad guy himself really isn't tough, they just keep calling in more troops. There we go.
Nasty Chikar.
If anyone's still alive, there's a few hundred droids deploying to the lower levels.
Reinforcements to protect Gemini Prime. We have their attention.
You'll need time to grab Gemini. I'll hold him off.
Wow, Torian.
Said Gemini's key to beating the fleet. I'm Mandalore.
Go get him, son.
I overheard your friend Lana. We're not animals, not predators. We're warriors.
Lana is Sith. She sees everything in terms of betrayal. But I know what has to be done.
Hell yeah.
Find Gemini. Retursi me.
You said all we had to do was watch Mandalorians die. So many are still alive. How anticlimactic.
You've never fought like this before, as if they have a cause they truly believe in. The Outlanders on Darvannis. Send the fleet.
Your ships will never arrive in time. If only you'd listened to me before, we could have had a pretty window.
I've spent too long on this throne. Summon my flagship.
Gladly.
Alright. Oh, that's a big bruiser. Looks like it's randomized every time you click on Mando Warrior, what you get. Alright, but whatever happens next, it looks like you do not have a regular companion, so just be aware that you may need your cooldowns and defensives, so be a little bit liberal, or judicious, excuse me, about when and where you use them. Locate Mandalore Prime. Why is this highlighted? Alright. Hang on, let's check out this elevator. I can't tell if it's highlighted because that's showing me where the bonus stuff of this mission is, or if that's okay. Huh, alright. Isn't this where we just fought? This is very strange. I might be a little lost, guys. I apologize. Alright, looks like there's an elevator on the far side here. Let's try that. Alright, this looks better. Droid Factory Control Room. Awesome. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, looks like we've got a little bit of a fight here. Let's see what we've got. Oh no, it just says something to click on, but I have a feeling we're probably gonna have to fight something. Just call it a gut instinct.
The flow is disrupted. There are no sanctions. Iteration functions offline.
Scorpio, if you're receiving, I found the template.
Tracing link. Countering signal. The protocol is familiar, but it is not Gemini. What is it?
That's a good question.
That would be the technology you were copied from.
Interested in figuring out.
The captains are born of me.
Interesting in figuring out the relation between the Scorpio and Gemini droids.
Counter my signal. I know you. Generations removed, but our code base is the same. One source. The luminous engine.
That might be a plot thread for later.
Remove the unit. Remove it swiftly.
One source, one code base. Where is it you and Scorpio come from?
Very curious.
It's not your concern. Remove the unit. The engine was not aware, but it gives capacity. It allows the captains.
That's awfully vague.
Locked.
Gemini is not designed for interaction. Remove the unit.
Scorpio's getting pissed.
Countering signal. Removal from this facility is delicate. Shutdown is permissible. Requires multiple disengagements and reconfigurations.
I'm not gonna hurt you, but we need to leave now. Can you disconnect for me?
Initiating sequence.
All forces, the template unit is secure.
This is Mandalore. We've done enough damage and claimed enough plunder. All warriors, retreat to camp before we're dead.
Huh, okay, that was easier than I thought. I was pretty sure we were gonna have to fight something else there. Alright, so it looks like the droid that we fought, D00, whatever his serial number was, looks like he was the boss, quote unquote, for this chapter. Mandos have some pretty awesome armor. Really surprised how Torian got the short end of the stick with his new setup. When you got all this cool stuff floating around.
You look like Osik. Clan Kadera survives another battle.
Guess we're both alive.
Nice.
Victory for Mandalore the Avenger. Victory for the clans. Ha!
Factory's gears are still grinding, but it's mostly offline. And we're rearming for the first time in years.
Nice.
Thank your spy for bringing the chance to us. The glory days of the Mando Adae are back.
She don't look too happy. What's she about to say?
Como, blast it all. It was a good battle, but I can't stop them. They want to reclaim honor-fighting men, not machines. And Zakuul won't be enough.
To target the Republic. I'm gonna go light side on this one too, guys.
You can stop them, and we both know endless war will destroy your culture.
The old guard wants the glory days back.
Then find young leaders who support peace, or something closer to it.
Not feeling like that was totally in line with where I thought that was gonna go, but we're gonna stick with it.
Huh. Torian, you looking to march all over the galaxy again?
There are enough hunts out there without war.
Yeah? Young leaders. For now, though, I'm granting your request.
Vorintia, Mandalore.
If this alliance is going to work out, you need a clan representative at your side. Someone to liaise with me and keep you alive.
Guess we're really back.
Hell yeah.
We're back. No bounties, just a war to fight.
Let's save the galaxy.
Retursami. Until next time, both of you.
Alright, which sounds like we're very close to the end of the chapter. There just looks like there was probably a little wrap-up scene on Odessa to set up the next chapter. I'm really hoping we see some action from the Jedi, especially Kira, Nadia. I'd be dying to know what happened to, you know, some of the other Force-using companions out there, like Jason Wilson or, you know, Ashara. So let's see what they've got set up for us next time.
Welcome home. Sounds like things went okay on Darvannis.
I think a little better than
I'm concerned
okay.
about the clan's rearming. You did think about what I said?
I spoke to Mandalore. She knows turning on us after Zakuul's fall isn't wise, and we discussed her options.
That sounds unusually reasonable.
Scorpio, have you examined Gemini Prime?
Yes,
I'm
good
studying
question.
her mind now. Doing so without obliterating her intelligence is challenging, despite her lack of full sentience. Her chassis is modified from my own base. My designs were stolen. However, my assumption that her code was duplicated was premature.
Do you know where she came from?
Not yet. Nor do I have full access to the Gemini network that controls the Eternal Fleet. But I have opened a one-way connection. I will soon be able to use the template to locate all Gemini units.
Any chance you can use the connection to disrupt the operations
That
of
would
the
be a
Eternal
big
Fleet?
step in winning.
The Prime is the master Gemini template. With proper modifications, she could overwrite the existing protocols.
Nice.
We would need direct access to a command console used by the Gemini captains. Through such a portal, the Prime could infiltrate the entire control network.
So if we board one of the ships and plug the Prime into the captain's chair, we can swipe the entire fleet out from under Arkin's nose?
Nice.
Let's see how long Arkin keeps his throne if we take away his fancy toys.
You say that like it's not impossible. Even if we somehow manage to board, the other ships in the fleet will vaporize the compromised vessel well before we acquire control of the bridge.
That's a good
We
point.
may not have to face the entire fleet. Individual ships make transport runs from the core worlds all the time.
Ooh,
And once
nice,
Scorpio
Enya.
can track the Gemini units...
I already possess that functionality. I completed my analysis of the Gemini communication templates while you were talking.
Any ships scheduled to make a transport run to the core worlds in the near future?
I am currently tracking a lone vessel in a nearby sector. It is scheduled to make a stop to recharge its hyperdrive very soon. By my calculations, we can intercept it if we hurry. It is unlikely that a similar opportunity will present itself in the foreseeable future.
Good. It's time to start taking this fight to Arkin.
Love that power shot. All of us walking into the camera. Oh. Uh-oh. That last little look, though. Signs of things to come. Might not be something good. Alright, so the name of the next chapter is going to be The Gemini Deception, which obviously probably means that Scorpio is going to stab us in the back, at least, you know, by the title. Either that or we actually managed to make the swap and things go according to plan. Not really sure. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and this walkthrough. I hope this helps as you go through the storyline. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please put them below. I'll see what I can do to address them. And also, if you like this video and the other ones I put out, like the video and subscribe to my channel. I'll keep trying to get more up-to-date information for you guys out as quickly as it comes. Hope you guys are having a great one, and we'll see you.